Hello everybody, this is Adrienne with Essential Soul Coaching. Today is September the 1st, 2023, and we just heard that Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, just created a special Maui recovery fund it's called the People's Fund of Maui, and they're supposed to raise $10 million, but the problem is they're not going to raise it on their own. They want the normal people, regular people like you and me, to donate to it so they can create this $10 million that they can send individually to people who were directly impacted by the Maui fires. So they want to be able to take this money cash directly to the people. Now, they're getting a lot of backlash because Oprah's had, 3 weeks to do something, almost a month now to do something. She came down there and she bought towels and she bought toothpaste and pillows, but she didn't donate any money out of her pocket. And so now people are saying she wants the normal everyday person to donate to her fund, her and Dwayne's fund, to be able to pay for the people of Maui. Well, what I'm hearing is that most people are saying no. They're just looking at the video that she and Dwayne put out and all the advertisement that they put on all the morning news shows, and they're getting people on TikTok to promote what she's doing, but people are not biting so far. I want to do a reading today on that and see what it says. I use today these cards called the Fairy Tale Tarot, right? And the question I asked the Fairy Tale Tarot was this fund that Oprah and Dwayne put together, especially on Oprah's part, was it going to work? And the card I got was this, and it was reversed. It's the Goose Girl. And I'm going to tell you a story about the Goose Girl. It is a Grimm Brothers tale, and you know, back in the day, the Grimm tales was nothing like what they are now. A lot of the meanings have been changed, but I'm going to just tell you what the story is about. So there was this princess. Her mother sent her off to a faraway land to marry her prince, and she told the maid to go along with the princess, along with a magical horse called Falalid. He could speak. So the maid went with the princess on this journey to this other land, and when on their way there, the princess got thirsty. So the princess asked the maid, "Can you get me or fetch me some water?" And the maid said, "No, I'm not going to get you any water. Get your own water." Horse Falalid said, "If your mother knew, it would break her heart." So the princess went on and she got her own water, and then they continued on the journey, and then she got thirsty again, and she asked the evil maid again, "Will you please give me or fetch me some water?" And the maid said, "I told you before, no, I'm not giving you any water. I'm not serving you anymore. I don't care what you or your mother say. I am not serving you anymore." So the princess had to get her water yet again, and she was just looking so forlorn, and the horse again said, "If only your mother knew, her heart would be broken." So they continued on the path, and this time the evil maid stopped everybody and told the princess that she's going to take her horse and her clothes, and she's going to become her, and she's going to be the maid. She said, "If you tell any living being what just happened, I will kill you." So the princess didn't know what to do, so she just went along with the story, and they went on and continued the journey on to the palace where the prince was waiting for her. But when they got there, the maid pretended she was the princess. Told the princess, the real princess, "You're going to stay with Conrad over here. Conrad takes care of the geese, and you're going to be with him, and you're going to stay with him, and I'm going to stay in the palace. And oh, by the way, your horse Falalid, we're going to kill him. He's going to be ordered killed, so because I don't want him talking." So the horse was killed, and the real princess said, "Look, please just let me have Falalid's head and put it above my doorway, so that I can see him every day." So the maid said, "Okay, you can have that." So she allowed the head of the horse to be over the real princess's doorway. So the next day, the princess walked through the door, and she said, "Falalid, I'm so sorry you're dead." And Falalid said, "Oh, if your mother just knew, her heart would be broken." Now Conrad, the goose minder, he saw this. He ran to the prince and he says, "I cannot watch over her anymore. She cannot be around me. Strange things are happening over there." And the prince was like, "Well, what are you talking about?" He says, "Well, you need to see for yourself." So the prince goes to see the real princess, who is the servant at this point, and ask her what is going on, because Conrad was upset. And the princess said, "I can't tell you. I promised I would never say anything to another living being." So the prince says, "Okay, fine. Tell it to the stove." And so she said, oh, hmm. So she told the story to the stove while the prince waited outside so he could overhear what she was saying. And then he tended to believe what she was saying. She seemed like a good person, so he believed her. And then he went and he confronted the maid and asked, was it true? And she admitted to it as well. So the prince asked the princess, what do you want to be done? What do you want done with her? She said, well, put her in a barrel that has a lot of spikes in it and drag her through the city until she's dead. So that's what the prince ordered, and the evil maid died. And you know, that's the end of the story. So what is the moral to all that? Always be honest. Even when you don't think people are going to tell on you, even if you think that no one's ever going to find out, be honest, be truthful. And how does that pertain to Oprah? Well, Oprah's out there pretending that she cares about those Maui residents, and she really does not. She bought all that land from them, right? And now she's coming in and she's giving towels and she's giving blankets and toothpaste. And now she wants to act like she's the savior coming in today to create this fund for the Maui people. Really? You don't want to give your money, but you want everybody else to give their money, and you live there and you're supposed to be a part-time resident there in Maui? So people are saying no. So you can go out there all you want and pretend that you care about these people, but they know that you do not. And that's why people are not donating. Now, will they eventually donate? I don't think so. I think people are just going to be like, nope, not her, not them. We don't trust them. And plus, Oprah's part of the elites, and they think that she has a big connection with Josh Green, who is the governor of Hawaii, who wants to take the land anyway. So they're not, most people are not going to donate to this particular thing. Okay? So anyway, the other card I pulled was about how were the Maui residents going to fare after all this is said and done. And the card I pulled out was Snow White. I think we all know the story of Snow White. Snow White is about the wicked witch who was jealous of her and had her eat the poisoned apple, and it pretty much put her to sleep until the 7 dwarfs found her, and then she met her prince and she got married to him. So what does that mean? How did that relate to the Maui residents? Well, right now they are hurt. A lot of them have passed and perished in this fire, but they will rise again. And how they're going to rise is that they're going to meet people like you and me and other people across this world who are going to donate money directly to special funds for them, stand by them while they fight for their land. And at the end of the day, they're going to get what they deserve, because this card, Snow White, is about judgment. The truth will prevail, and they will get the truth of what happened, and they're going to get their land back. That is my prediction. Anyway, y'all have a great day. I hope you learned something from this, and if you do, please like and share my videos so that my channel can grow, and leave a comment below. What do you think about what's going to happen with Oprah and this fund? Do you think that she's honest about it and her heart's in the right place, or do you think it's just for show and tell? Anyway, talk to y'all later. Blessings.